A lot of you loved my first month on Etsy video, and when I was like reading through the comments, a lot of you said that you have a bunch of stuff in your Etsy shop, but you're not really getting the sales that you want and like what to do. So there could be a lot of factors, but definitely one thing is your niche. In the past 2 months of starting my Etsy shop, I've gotten 39 sales from strangers, and I think actually like the success of my Etsy shop is really related to the niche. Like I do think that the niche I found, like, and I'm not like the first person doing this niche. The niche I found was really great. And so in this video, I want to share 5 tips that I have for you on how to find an Etsy niche for digital downloads. And I know there's a lot of videos out there on like finding your niche and using like market research tools like eRank. And I did try doing that at the beginning, but I just feel like if I'm going to be creating something, I want to do something that really like something I'm interested in, not just like a random niche I found that could potentially be a good niche. Like I don't want it to be some random niche. So the first tip I have for you is actually when you're thinking about what to offer as your digital download on Etsy, offer something that you are personally interested in. Because the thing is, you're going to be making a lot of products, okay, in this niche. And if you're not personally interested, or if you don't really like the niche, or if you're just feeling about the niche, then I don't know, it might not feel super motivating to create the products. For me, I really like the niche and I do have experience in the niche. So yeah, I feel like 1, I'm interested in the niche, and 2, I kind of know what I'm doing. Although I have to say, like for each product, I have to do research as well. Like I don't just make the product because I know everything about it. Like I know enough to know what to research for the product, if you know what I'm saying. So what you can do to start off is just make a list of everything you're interested in your life, or maybe like things that you know from your past careers or your current career, or just things you know. Just write down all the things you know and all the things that you are interested in. And then from there, you can start to do your market research. So the next tip I have for you is to start doing your market research on Etsy itself. So I have Etsy in incognito, and just to simplify things, I'm just gonna literally search for like digital download. Okay, so you can see right away like that there's like a bunch of suggestions. So that's actually another thing. Like if you have no idea what to do, like just search digital. Let's see what happens when you do digital. Like digital, and then like you can see a bunch of things, okay? So let's say, or even like digital template. Okay, there's like a lot of things already. So let's just go with something random, okay? So let's say it's digital template. Let's just do email, okay? Because, and the reason why I'm choosing email is because these are probably like really popular topics. That's why they're suggested first. Email was more on the bottom. So let's take a look at what's under email. Okay, so there's 10,000 results. Okay, these are ads. Ignore the ads for now. Let's see what's selling well. Welcome email sequence template for product base. Okay, signature templates, email templates for what? For marketing. Okay, for launching. So now you can kind of get an idea of like what people are offering if it's like an email digital download. Let's actually just search email template and see what comes up. Yeah, it's like basically email newsletters for like e-commerce. Like that's very vague for e-commerce businesses. It's super duper vague. So this is like more specific. So let's click into this one and take a look. I'm actually gonna go to the shop itself and see what they're offering. So 61 items and 7,000 sales. That's actually, I think that's quite good. So here, sometimes you can see what sales people have gotten, but then shops can also make this unavailable to view. So unfortunately, we can't see what is selling well, but what we can see is like how many people have it in the cart. So 15 people have this in the cart. Oh, 20 people have this in the cart. So this is really popular. It's like a pink email template kind of thing. And are these Canva? Let me just see. Download the PDF, personalize your items. Oh yeah, Canva. I personally think this is an example of kind of a bad Etsy description because it literally doesn't say Canva. But then like, okay, now you can see in the pictures, it's like a Canva template. They probably should have put Canva template here too. Probably would have been better for SEO if people are searching for Canva template email. And then another thing you can do is like look at you may also like. These are like different suggestions by Etsy. So this is where I actually have found more ideas for what to offer for my digital products. So you can see abandoned cart emails. I guess this one's specifically for MailChimp, maybe. There's more collections and then related searches. Okay, this is like where I found the best ideas. Like people who search for email template also search for brand package, pink email template. Let's take a look at that. Apparently that's popular because maybe people want like aesthetic things. So let's just click into a random one. Let's click into this one for now and see what else they're selling. So that's another thing. You can click into shops, see what other people are selling and what is selling well. So 3 people have this in their basket. For HTML, WordPress themes. Let's look at YouTube templates. So pink YouTube templates for Canva. This is for thumbnail, I guess. No, yeah. So then you can see, okay, there's some ideas. Look at YouTube's templates. Then you can scroll down. Okay, there's branding kits for YouTube, holiday stuff for YouTube, and then related searches. Let's go back to the email templates page. Baby shower template. Let's take a look at this shop, what they're selling. Okay, there's a lot. There's a lot of wedding things. Too bad we can't see what's selling. This one is featured. Let's click into this one and then look at the related things. Yeah, a lot of boho. Let's see if we just go to boho. Like, let's say go to boho wedding, and then you can see like there's like ideas here too. Invite, invitation, we're doing digital download. So let's just do invitation template, and I'm gonna actually do invitation template Canva, and see now you see the search results there's less stuff, but there's still a lot. Actually, this is okay, but I think generally like the wedding niche is very hard to get into. Wedding niche and like art prints are very difficult. So let's not look at wedding stuff. Let's search something else. So how about Canva template for teachers? Let's look at teachers. It's on the bottom. Oh, okay. Canva template for teachers. Actually, this is quite good. There's the less results there are, the better. It means there's less products, which means a smaller niche. Instagram templates for teachers. There's resume templates for teachers. Let's actually go into the Instagram template and see. So this is looks like a smaller shop. Okay, yeah, 58 items, 171. This shop is kind of, the niches I would say is a bit all over the place. There's like, it's kind of random. Like, let's go to the education one, the ones for teachers. And too bad we can't see the sales, but let's click into the boho theme for teachers. And another way to do market research is like sometimes when you look at people's items, some customer reviews will say maybe they were actually looking for something else, but then they found this, so they got this instead because they couldn't find something else. This is actually how I found one of the products to sell in my Etsy shop. Like, I read the comments. There's nothing here about like they were looking for something else, but sometimes there is. It says like, oh, I was actually looking for something else. But let's scroll down and see if there are any other ideas we can find. Explore related stuff. No, not really. But let's say you may also like childcare. Okay, so teachers is like one thing, but like childcare, I guess like preschool, daycares. So let's take a look at Social Media Avenue. Actually, this store is doing quite well. 51 items and 400 sales. Yeah, I wonder which, if you look at the reviews, you can also see what's selling well. So, oh, chiropractor. I didn't even think of that. Okay, actually I think they have a lot of, okay, there's like a lot of things oh my God, my throat. Like psychologists, chiropractors, massage therapists, childhood centers, like those are like niches I didn't even think about. I did see one shop that was really, really smart, and it was just like everything related to real estate, like templates related to real estate, like email newsletters, Instagram posts. What else? Yeah, there's like a lot related to real estate. So this shop is interesting because I guess it's like all Canva stuff, but for different kinds of people. But you can also, like for your niche, you can just do a chiropractor templates or massage therapist templates or Airbnb templates for a bunch of different things. My third tip is there's honestly a niche for everything. Even if you think the niche is super duper small. Like I think I was like in this Facebook group that was about like digital downloads, like people offering like digital downloads on Etsy. And I think there was somebody selling like, it was like a specific kind of journal. I can't even remember, but it was like just super duper, I don't know. I can't remember what it is anymore. But another thing you can do is like join Facebook groups and read like Reddit forums, like read community forums about what people are selling and like look at the comments. So those are like, that's another way for you to get ideas of what to sell. So that's why like I feel like just with Etsy and like Facebook groups and like reading forums, you can like discover new niches. You don't really need like eRank or those market research tools. However, I do think eRank is sort of useful once you've discovered a niche. But I also read that sometimes eRank isn't like accurate. So you can still use it, but I would say like really don't just look at a market research tool and use that, because I think there are some really good niches out there, like some really small ones that where the results on eRank don't really show well. I think that's kind of what my niche is, like it doesn't really show well in eRank, but people are buying my stuff. Okay, my next tip is, so when you're in this market research phase and you're like searching for things, like browse Etsy for a couple of days of the things you're kind of interested in. And the good thing is, so if you have your own account, right now I'm like not signed in, but then Etsy will show you like suggested searches. It'll like populate right here on the homepage. So like when you go on the homepage and you're signed in, it will show you like suggested searches, which, oh, actually this is good. There's like suggested searches here, Reese collection, browse collections, explore. Okay, this is just generic stuff now. But yeah, you have to be signed in, and then like, because Etsy's trying to learn what you want, right? And so once you're like browsing Etsy, even for like 2 or 3 days, like it's gonna start to like populate here, like related searches. And like that's also another good way to discover different products or niches. And my next tip is your niche on Etsy is actually really important. I think there are some platforms where you don't have to have a niche. And I think for Etsy specifically, if you are trying to grow an Etsy shop selling digital downloads and not promote it anywhere else, like you're not promoting it on your YouTube channel or your blog and linking to your Etsy shop. Like if you just want to solely use Etsy SEO to get sales for your shop, which is like basically what I'm doing. By the way, I might use Pinterest. I will start using Pinterest at some point, but 2 months in, I've just been so focused on making listings. I don't have time for Pinterest, but I will look into Pinterest. But if your goal is to just get sales through Etsy, then the niche is very important. Because for me, for example, like on YouTube, I can kind of talk about anything I want. Like my YouTube is my personal brand, but on Etsy, the more niche it is, the better. So don't try to offer like different things, because when people click to your shop and they see that it is like just one category of things, like the more niche you are and the more specialized, the more it shows that you are the expert in that area. And I don't think you can go that niche if you're worried about going so niche that no one's looking for items. Like I don't think that can happen. As long as there are other sellers making similar items in that niche, you can also do it too. If there's a niche that you've discovered and like nobody's selling it on Etsy, there might be a slight chance you're like the first one and you might be a genius, but it just might not be a good niche. But I don't think that can happen. It's more likely that your niche is going to be too big. Like that's usually the issue that people run into. So the smaller the niche, the better. Yeah, I would say start small. You can always expand later, but don't just do like email templates, resume templates, Canva templates for wedding invitations, and then chiropractor templates. Like it's kind of too much. Start with one niche, and then you can kind of, as you grow, you can go into like related fields. For example, let's say you do chiropractor templates, then why not do massage therapist? And then what else is like acupuncture? Because it's kind of it's like in the health related space, right? And then like nurse, doctor, naturopath, whatever. I don't know how to pronounce it. But yeah, you can start small and then like expand out. So that's what I would do. And that is currently what I'm doing with my Etsy shop. If you found this video useful, subscribe, because I'm going to create more Etsy videos, and also I'm going to share my journey on how things are going with my Etsy. And right now it's been 2 months and it's been great. And I have really high hopes for Etsy. So join me along on this journey and watch this video if you want to learn more how I got started.